Alright, so we're back. Basically, what happened? I restarted. So what I've done is, just to make it easier, I've combined this. Right now it's all combined. If I'm looking at this, and I'm looking at it with kind of a careful eye, the angle, the curvature here is a little bit blunt. It gets kind of like real soft fast here, and I want just a little more of a higher, more dramatic arch. So to do it, I basically, the building we're having problems with this was in pieces. It was grouped. I selected the whole thing. I deleted history. I used the delete by type history, and then I combined it. So I used the combine, select everything, combined it. Looks clean. And I moved the pivot to the front, so it's on one of these front pillars right where it's meeting the ground. Now I'm going to go R on the keyboard, and as I scale it up, the whole thing will scale together. I'm thinking arches is actually a bit more like that right there. As I'm thinking about it, maybe it isn't the best idea. I'm going to go Control Z. Control Z. I'm going to go, because I probably want to maintain the thickness of these beams. I'm taking that out of scale, so right click, vertex. I'll take the whole top like this, just the whole upper section. I'm going to go D, V, and I'll scale it from the ground. It really probably doesn't matter that much, but now I'm going to go up. I want to get in closer, F. That might be a little too much. That looks okay. Alright, so I like that. Then I'm going to go back to my bookmark. I'm going to go W, D, move it up here a little bit, doesn't really matter. Then I'm going to go again back to my bookmark, shading, view, bookmarks, Cool Street 3, right there. This looks pretty good. Alright, so now I just look at the overall height. Nope. I'm looking at this, the width of the fountain. Width of the fountain is almost one up. If I'm looking at this from here to here, it's almost one of these all the way up. So it says about here. Okay. A little bit high. I'm guessing it's about there. I think that's pretty close. Because we have the satellite image of this, I get a sense of a little bit higher maybe. That's pretty close. So I'll take that. I'm going to go R on the keyboard. Let's go next one up. I look over here. Here. Looks pretty close. Something like this. And you know what? I'm not going to tempt fate. I'm going to save this thing because the other one crashed so quickly. Save scene as. Good. This looks good. This looks okay. This could be modified. I'm just doing side-by-side comparison and thinking for a second. Right click face, W, V. That kind of makes it a little bit closer to the real world scale, and then the back will definitely be coming in. I'm not going to mess with that right now. So let's change views. Let's keep working on the scale. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to move from this view to another view. I think this is a lot closer than it was. I'm going to go to view. I'm going to go down to bookmarks, pool. I'll go to the pool. So switch views. So here we go. Now we're looking across this kind of looking glass pool here. What I'm trying to do is get this piece of geometry in sync and everything else here and see if this is all in scale. So we're looking at this building here back basically in that corner. So I'm going to go over to here. Let's change it up. And here we are. So I just basically try to mirror the exact same view. And we can see if we're looking at it. Here's Juilliard right there. And Jay's doing pretty good, but this is way too freaking big. Juilliard's on the ground, so I'm going to go R on the keyboard, and unfortunately this is actually sunk in a little bit, so we can scale it up again. But I'm going to bring this down, 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 down. And from this picture, it looks like it should be about here. I did the same thing. I basically moved center pivot to the base, grouped everything, and scaling it down. And we go up here a little bit. So basically, even if we do have to come back and really modify this again, I'm looking at the window pane here going across. It looks like it's going to hit just a little bit lower. It's just a little bit lower. I like it. Cool, it goes through, which is this one goes through. It makes the same sort of shape. So I feel that's pretty good. So then I come over here, and I'm just looking. Other things I'm looking at, if you can see, here's the beam, there's the beam, there's the beam, there's the beam. It's right in the corner where it's supposed to be. This is what happens when it lines up. This is awesome. Alright, so I feel like that's not too bad. This is starting to come together. But I need to get this stuff in scale to kind of figure this piece out here. So this is a really tricky sort of, some steps and like a little lawn sort of on a little patio. So I'm going to go into here, this, right click face, sweeping selection, take everything like that, control click, E on the keyboard. Things that I would do to kind of get this kind of rotated into place, so I can go back again. View, bookmarks, cool. And then I can go D on the keyboard, and I can rework the rotation handles. I can switch that over here a little bit. D, and then I'm going to have it, kind of get it, yeah, just like that. And I'd like it to kind of face down the middle, sort of like that, right there. Now I'm looking at the heights. This goes up to about second window pane, which sort of seems to be missing. I'm not sure. I count 1, 2, 3. So this would be the third one. So this would be up W a little bit higher. Sort of like this. If the scale is correct, it feels like it's a little possibly off. Oh, but look at that. You do see it hits in that corner there. It hits here. It hits here. That looks about right. Okay, so then I'm going to go E again. And now I can rotate. Whoa! Control Z. I'm going to go plus on the keyboard, and gently tug down. Now I have more control. So see, when it was smaller, much more difficult to handle. Maybe the tiniest, just gently moving it, and just make a suggestion of it to move. I think it's like that. I'm going to go W up. W, so right now it's in world mode. I'm going to go object mode by holding W and left clicking. So hold W and left click, and I can reorient that. Pull that up to about there, and I think that's pretty darn good. It feels like it's about there. Okay, so now I'm going to go E on the keyboard. Get ready for the wild ride. I hold W, D, and then let's try going like this. I want to get a good angle, kind of like that. Gently down, come on. Gently down. It's going to be something like this. Even more. Okay, so I'm going to go with that right there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it up as I go. I'm going to do split. I'm not going to do the whole thing because it's going to take a little while like this. I'm going to go across like that. I'm going to enter, and I'm going to go down. I'm not going to do a cut this way for a minute because these feel pretty straight and I don't want them to start straightening out. I'm just thinking about it. Alright, right click vertex W. Grab this one in the corner, down. Yeah, and then just, so we gotta make this work with what's behind it. So we can see that this is about here. I'm just looking at the angles coming off the glass here. I could achieve something similar with that, probably here. And then, yeah, we're gonna need another point coming across this one. I'm gonna go back view marks. So see, here's the second one. Maybe in between the two. About here. Right click vertex W, select, and pull it down. Yeah, it's gotta be below the window. That's what it's looking like here. My pull view. I'm gonna cut across. Something like this. Looks good. And that's just sort of roughing it in. I can go further from here, but you get the general idea of getting everything in scale and working from these reference images. It's so easy to do. Once it all starts to all line up, J's basic geometry is solid, so it makes it easy. As long as it matches up with the footprint, all it is a matter of scale and X and the Y axis. So, all right, happy modeling. More soon.